If you're a single guy right now, it's so easy to tell yourself that dating is harder than ever. At this point where the dating apps and the salsa class have both failed you, it's really easy to think, this just isn't going to work for me. Instead of giving up, I want to use this video to show how you need to actually just take a couple more steps to start converting all this effort you're making into results in your dating life. I got a master plan. I need it all. One of the biggest mistakes I see men making is that they join a hobby or an activity, but they don't sometimes critically assess, is this helping me to meet someone? For example, I've known men to take a salsa class for 6 months, which has the same 10 people at every class, most of whom are in relationships, and still keep sticking with that as a hobby. Now, of course, you're allowed to have hobbies and things you're interested in, but if your primary goal is meeting someone, if that hobby is not giving you enough opportunities, it's time to swap up your social calendar. Often one of the first things I work on with my coaching clients is around building better social habits. It sounds obvious, but not only do you need to commit to going out probably 2 times a week, where you spend those 2 times a week, I want you to constantly mix that up. For example, try salsa one week, a run club the next week, an after-hours bar with your friend another week, a cool co-working space the week after that. Mix up your social life to create enough raw opportunities and keep thinking, my goal here is to meet someone. Is this thing I'm doing really moving me forward towards that goal? So if right now you're the kind of guy who attends classes, shows up regularly, perhaps kind of knows some faces or some people to say hi to, but never really integrates, this is going to be the big step that's holding you back. One of the tougher things about being a single guy is often women won't know what's really attractive and exciting about you at first glance. Also, compared to a single woman, you'll have a lot less people who will make an active effort to get to know you. This doesn't mean that your dating life is impossible. It does mean you have to accept that you need to be really proactive at starting conversations and also just highlighting details that are interesting about you. A great goal you can have next time you go to a class is simply to share one more thing about you. For example, if you've just started a new business project, tell the woman that you're attracted to and just everyone at the class, hey, you know, I've had kind of a boring weekend actually. I've just started a new business project, so I've barely left my laptop. Or if you're training for a fitness goal, say, you know what, this whole weekend, I'm actually going to be doing an ultra marathon in a couple of weeks. So I've been really focusing on my training for that. If you've got really close and good social relationships with friends or family, tell people. Say, I don't know about you, but I actually had such a nice weekend catching up with family. I've got these really young nephews and they're so cute. By offering information about yourself, you become so much more multidimensional and interesting. Imagine if you wanted to learn a language, start a business, or get in really good shape. You wouldn't expect to go to the gym twice and suddenly look in the mirror like, I am done. Building a social life and using the real world to meet women works in the same way. It's not about perfection. It's not about finding the ultimate perfect venue. It is about consistent exposure. Every time you get used to leaving the house, starting talking to new people in the world around you, with some of them being attractive women, each repetition gets a little bit easier. And as it becomes easier for you to break the ice and socially integrate, you also naturally will become better at expressing who you are. An exercise I love to teach around this is called the Daily Chit Chat Challenge. Whenever you start a social conversation, you just share one more thing than you would normally say. For example, if you go to a salsa class, tell people that you're in a rush to get there that evening because you had a full-on day at work. Explain to people that you've been trying to juggle doing salsa alongside a new gym routine. If you can build the skill where you get used to talking to people in the world around you, you get used to spending time outside of the house, and you get used to making yourself more visible when you are in social situations, what will happen is over time, not only do you get more opportunities and more exposure, but you will also get to develop your confidence and your social skills. If you'd love to build a lifestyle where meeting women feels natural and you're creating so many more dating opportunities for yourself, I'd really encourage you to check out my Seed coaching program. It is totally free if you're one of my newsletter subscribers. All you need to do to find out more is click the link beneath this video.